Hello, fishies! Welcome back to another one of our Smash Bros. Mural pieces. This week is a kind of fun character that I feel like most people forget about, Mr. Game and Watch, who was in the original, well, not the original Smash Bros. Games, but back in Smash Bros. Melee when I started playing Smash Bros. And I don't know, I was reading a little bit about him because I like to come somewhat prepared for these. And I just think it's interesting that this started as a concept from just someone playing with a calculator in like the 70s. The character came out in 1980, and it was like one of those little specific game handheld devices, kind of like Tamagotchis. Or there was also like the ones with the little pets. But this is long before that. No, not super long, but like a decade before that. Anyways, he was made with like the same kind of jittery movements of, say, a calculator, and the little systems. It was just like kind of the vague concepts of trying to figure out, various video games and what they could do. And this was, long before our red jumpsuited man came to exist. So they were like, you know what? We'll just do a stick figure because that's what we've been doodling. So it made things easier that way. The first one that they did was just called Ball, and I think you were just supposed to catch balls out of the sky. Then I know they also spent a lot of time working on their octopus model, which I think it's fun. I think he turned out really cute. Um, I haven't played too many of the Game and Watch games, but I do remember having a like Game Boy Color cartridge that was partially Game and Watch games and partially like Mario games. And the only one I remember playing was just cooking breakfast, and you just had to like bounce an egg from one screen to the other to get it onto the plate successfully without burning it. It could go something different than that, but that's what I remember. And then, so I guess there was an entire series of the Game and Watch games, and all of the movesets for Mr. Game and Watch are based on each one of these games. Like there's a Flagman and the Frying Pan, of course. And sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know, but anyways, he's a very charming character, and I just think there's like a lot of personality for him, even though he's just a stick figure. And a lot of things developed from that. I think it's been kind of fun learning about the development and like key characters in this roster that had to do with the history of Nintendo, like Rob, because I knew nothing about the video game recession of 19 something. If you want to learn about that, go back to that episode. But anyways, I have definitely enjoyed this series and learning about each of the different like games and categories that come from Nintendo and what they're trying to do. Though I wish we had less Fire Emblem characters. I feel like there's 5 billion and a half, and I don't know what to say about them anymore. Maybe I should just actually play the game. Maybe. I probably won't, but maybe. But I've had a whole lot of fun doing the art for each of the characters, trying to like find poses based on each character. Some of them are based on the characters, some are based on the characters playing the characters. And I think a lot can happen from that. And it's just a really good study to have something that keeps you consistently drawing all the time, because the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you can, I don't know, you can see the things that need changing and adjusting throughout the series. You notice things that you didn't notice at the beginning. And I don't know, art is just so fluid that it's so fun to grow and develop your skills. And I think it's also been a lot of fun realizing the different characters and the different ways to do the outfits, though a lot of them I just go with the actual character model outfits, but some of them I've gotten creative on. This one we had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out an outfit, so we tried to capture, you know, the essence in the actual pose itself, and I think you really get that. I think the Porygon also helps, though we had to move the tail because it kind of ruined the silhouette a little bit. But that'll happen every now and again if you're not careful. This has also just taught me a whole lot about silhouettes and like character placement and stuff. Because I find that a lot of the silhouettes that I did, some of the beginning ones were just very, very boring silhouettes, and I learned kind of the negative space to have to make it more interesting, because I feel like a silhouette, it loses all its interest if you can't see any of the negative space. So I've had to get creative with some of the characters that have capes and things, and I know I haven't done all the capes because sometimes it just ruins the silhouette, I feel like. Or you have to make it big and flouncy so that way you can still see the various divots and parts of the body. And that adds a lot more character to it. Also, just as you start drawing to begin with, I feel like sometimes we go for the basic, like, mannequin poses, like the straight on, facing forward, and those are just so unflattering sometimes. But, I don't know, we all grow and develop. We have to start at step 1 before we can get to step 100. No, I feel like I don't ever actually use like 100 steps, but I've definitely gotten a better process along the way, and you just comparing it, I don't know, if you're an artist, I feel like the best thing you can do to see your progress is to compare yourself to your past self. So having a record of all of this and how much it's changed over the almost 2 years that it's been since we started this, and I can't believe we're almost finished with it. We are getting so close to the end. I have less than double digits left to draw, and I honestly never thought that would happen because this has been taking forever. But you get better with practice. And I just want to encourage you guys just to keep at it. If you want to accomplish something, just keep at it. Also, this is how we actually decided to do this. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!